Y'all never watched the Fairly Odd Parents when they say you got to be careful what you wish for because what you be wishing for is not what you're gonna want.
I don't even know how this video about to go, okay? Because at the end of the day, like for me personally, I don't really care about Cardi's numbers, but obviously they're out. So let's get into it because I know what y'all came for. And then, I'll like be all over the place and a little drag here and there and stuff like that. Just know that there are a lot more numbers to come out. This is only the main numbers for like the album placement and stuff like that. But throughout the week, there will be more numbers to come out. And we're gonna also talk about how the charts were delayed. So we are finally here on the Billboard 200 chart. Number one, Cardi B debuts with Am I the Drama? 200,000 units sold, 145 million point 72 on demand streams with 88,000 pure sales. So 145.72 million on demand streams and 88,000 pure sales. I hope y'all already type in the chat with our reactions, well, especially on that pure sales number. Like y'all remember, like I didn't really have no true predictions for Cardi. My shit was like she at least got to do 150K. Anything less than that, she's getting dragged. So on the surface level, yeah, 200K is good. I'm not like really mad at it, to be honest with you. But y'all know Twitter is in shambles right now, and we're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna keep covering it and stuff like that. Some of my videos will definitely be on Patreon. So anyway. Am I the Drama marks Cardi B's second consecutive number one album on the Billboard 200. Dope. Second number one. All of her albums have now went number one. Cardi B's Am I the Drama earns the biggest first week US sales for a female rap album in 2025. How many female rap albums have been released in 2025? I don't think much. We know that Bia is coming in a couple weeks, but she ain't gonna do nowhere near Cardi. So she has the biggest first week sales in the United States for a female rap album in 2024. Here, chart data is also reporting female rappers with the most Billboard 200 number one albums. Nicki Minaj tops the chart with three. She has three albums that have went number one on Billboard. Cardi has two. Foxy Brown also has two. Eve and Lauryn Hill has two as well. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff to get into. And while I was really coming to record because the internet been waiting all weekend, for like these sales and stuff like that. For me, I'm not like my mindset hasn't changed. Like I definitely feel like Barb's are obsessed. Like, yes, we're all waiting for these numbers, but god dang, like all of my group chats was going off and going crazy. I mean, like they did not sleep, child. I slept, took a nap, start cooking, did a whole bunch of stuff, did my hair, like this whole weekend and stuff like that. Because I knew like when the charts will come out. But the thing I'm not happy about Cardi with is that they delayed the charts. Okay, so let's go back to chart data. Let me show you real quick. Because just before, right, they announced her shit. This week's Billboard 200 results are delayed, so people been waiting and waiting and waiting. A lot of the times, the charts come out on Saturdays, if not Fridays, but mostly on Saturdays. And I'm talking about the Billboard 200 specifically. The album chart is usually ready by Saturday, Sunday at the latest. And so, yeah, like, and Monday, like, really late. But like, people were like, nah, like, this is crazy and stuff like that. And definitely Cardi is definitely gonna get some wax from me and stuff like that because last week she was doing a lot of typing in her broadcast channels, and I'm lazy, so I don't really feel like pulling it up right now and stuff like that. With bookmark them tweets and they gonna be crying next week, bitch. The only bitches crying this week is your fan base. And before we go any further, I saw a tweet from Barty Gang, which I would agree with, that says anybody whose female who favorite artist has not sold like what 100,000 or something like that cannot be in this conversation. So I need all of the Megan Thee Stallion fans to stand down. Herbert, yes, I'm talking to you. Stand the fuck down, bitch. Even JT stands got to stand down. Who else, bitch? Who else the fuck? Like Lotto, bitch. Everybody got to stand down because this battle right here is only for Barty Gang and Nicki Minaj. And before we go any further, let's check on Nicki because Nicki has really, broken her Twitter hiatus to react to Cardi B's stats. And of course, I have some thoughts about that. For those of you who've been around here, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let Nicki do what she do, and Nicki do her gifs and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, Nicki definitely deserved this sort of like get back or whatever because Cardi was sent to take her out and stuff like that, which Cardi has tried to refute in one of her interviews over the past week, which I didn't watch, but like, let's not even try to rewrite history and stuff like that. So here is the gif that Nicki Minaj posted, her up in the studio, thumbs up. up sign, so that is her reaction to the sales. Cardi B has not tweeted anything yet. We know that if they did sell over 228, Def Cardi would definitely be, just like celebrating and stuff like that with her fans, which she does owe her fans a huge thank you and stuff like that. So I'm definitely sure that is coming, but she definitely, is taking some time. And honestly, I think that one of the reasons that her team was delaying the sales being published is because Cardi had a performance last night on the Global Citizen Festival, which I haven't watched yet, but I will be watching that, and I'll probably react to it and break it down like on Patreon on the Inside Thoughts tier, because I do like to react to artist performances and stuff. And so I think that she may have wanted like a clear mind just to get that done and stuff like that, because a performance is a big deal, and then this is one of her biggest performances, being pregnant and stuff like that. So I guess I understand a little bit, but at the end of the day, these sales should have been out by noon on Sunday, definitely before then. And I don't know what kind of funny business they got going on and stuff like that. In my previous videos over the past week or so, we talked about Billboard being in cahoots with Cardi and Atlantic, and I definitely think that this proves it, and I'm not even really big on conspiracy, but I have to show you guys these tweets. So this person, Lip Predictions, is a predictor. They predict the charts on Twitter, and they're usually pretty accurate. I don't really have any issues with them. And so they've been predicting all week, as all of the chart sources do. And so he says, I still think there's a chance that Cardi's team has been holding sales all week, and we'll be reporting them last second. We might get a delay today. Okay. So there's that. And then he says, LOL, which is an hour, like right after chart data reported that there was a delay on the charts, right? And so basically they're just sharing that, their predictions were accurate. They said, I just can't believe they had her go on Insta and act so confident about a bigger number. Someone has to get fired. Woo! Yeah, that's definitely it. But I want to show you guys something else. Here is what Cardi said months before her album rollout even started. April 1st, 2025.
And there is an album. So you talking about no album with it? What? 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 Y'all don't even want me to drop that album because y'all gonna be fucking crying. Crying. Cause I'm gonna outsell. I'm gonna outsell.
You gonna outsell who?
I'm gonna have hits. I'm gonna be on top. That's a fact. Y'all better you don't y'all never watch the Fairly Odd Parents when they say you gotta be careful what you wish for because what you be wishing for is not what you're gonna want. The fuck? Yeah, I understand when my fans ask for my album because duh. But when my ops ask for my album, like why? What do you think is gonna happen? What do you think is gonna happen when I drop my album? You think it's gonna flop? You know it's not gonna flop. You know it's not. So just stop. I know it's not gonna flop. I'm confident it's not gonna flop. I put that on my soul. I put that on your mother's soul. I put that on all your dads, bitch. All your dads and your lives, bitch. On yours.
So this is the issue with Cardi, is that she's overconfident. And even though I feel like Cardi's album is really good, her overconfidence, because of whatever it is that they got going on there behind the scenes with Atlantic, is what's going to get her in trouble every time. Because Cardi, yeah, like I said, I did enjoy your album, and we have more conversations on that coming as well. But at the end of the day, like, you're not that talented. Like, you're not the most talented female rapper. You're not talented than number one, and you're not even talented than probably the top 50 female rappers in the game right now. So it's like, you gotta calm down. I think you need to be way more humble. It's gonna be really interesting to see how Atlantic moves with her going forward, because clearly there was a target to beat. And so here is everything she did for her rollout right here. 13 variants to purchase from on the website. $4.99 on YouTube's on what? On iTunes. Amazon Music promotion. Barefoot in Times Square. CDs out the trunk with Gail. 30 tracks. 2019 songs added. Artists taking verses off. 3 months of pre-orders. 60 million first week streams on Spotify. Bodega in the Slums. Pregnant announcement. Tour announcement. Radio deals. Meet and greets. 7,000 people. DoorDash deliveries. DoorDash album promo. Walmart drones. $5 coupons. Atlantic single mother of three promotion. Album cover rage bait failed attempt. Organic promotion, Billboard's Apple Music promotion, 200K. AI and station head 228K. So once again, these people are calling out all of the promotional tactics that Cardi B and Atlantic use. And yeah, like, it's a lot. And for me, like on the surface level, like yes, Cardi B sales is not bad, especially in this day and age, especially for female rappers. It's really not. A lot of people ain't touching 200, but with all of the bravado that Cardi talks with and all of the promotion that they did, and I'll give her some credit because Cardi was cold, right? People wasn't really messing with her for real musically before this rollout started. So she did what she had to do. She got outside in front of the people, and I respect that. But at the end of the day, all of that was in spite of number one trying to beat number one, as always. And as always, you're always going to lose when it comes to that. So for me, it's like you should just try your best and have fun with your fans and stuff like that. But using this as a game to try to prove some point, y'all know I don't like that on both sides. So Nicki Minaj is currently tweeting. So before I get off of here, I'm gonna go see what Nicki is saying, and then I'm definitely gonna record some more. Once again, there are way more numbers to come, way more reporting and stats to come, and so we'll definitely continue to talk about this. I want you guys to make sure that you got me on Patreon so that you guys never miss anything that I gotta say, because I'll definitely get into some, drags and stuff like that, but not everything will be for YouTube. So let's go, and we're gonna scroll down because Nicki been tweeting a lot since I've been recording. So okay, so let's 57 minutes. Okay, so she tweeted that right in the studio. Then she was like, Pink Friday 228K remains the biggest first week for a female rap album this decade and the largest vinyl sales week for a female rap album since 1991. Biggest first week album sales by female rappers in the US each decade. In the 90s, Lauryn Hill with 422K. In the 2000s, Missy Elliott 259K. In the 2010s, Nicki Minaj with 375K. In the 2020s, Nicki Minaj with 228K. Every decade that she's been active, she's still the highest selling. Pink Friday 2 remains the biggest opening on global Spotify and US charts for a female rapper despite multiple new releases since 2023. Pink Friday 2 remains the longest running number one album by any female rapper in Apple Music history. It stayed 36 days at number one on Apple Music. No other female rapper today has achieved this milestone. Fun fact. Okay, that's September 27th. What's today? The 28th. Okay. Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday 2 earned 121.2 million streams in its first week on Spotify. That's including the deluxe. It's the last female rap album to reach 100 million streams in its first week. Pink Friday 2 still remains the biggest debut for a female rap album on Spotify. Despite it being the Christmas season, it debuted with 28.2 million first day. Also, Nicki holds two of the top five biggest Spotify debuts for a female rap project ever. Okay. So don't let all the industry antics distract you from the fact that Jay-Z and Roc Nation invested millions into a failed casino bid. Now she can defo go to China. I don't know what that means. Bot farms are real. They are used to sway public opinion. Next time you're fighting on the internet, make sure it's not with a non-existent person. Okay, so this person is talking about Nas's casino expansion approved. What's crazy is one of my next videos is going to be on the casino stuff. Sorry, Jay-Z, we win again. Resorts World won with all 6 votes. Casino. So Nicki Minaj is once again clowning Jay-Z for not getting approved. So, are there some connections there between Cardi B and Roc Nation? Again, we saw her at the Roc Nation offices the week before her album dropped, but we don't really know much outside of that, outside of her sampling Jay-Z's song Imaginary Players. Nicki has posted on her story. I know this video is getting long, but I'm so glad if you're still here with me. Let's see what she said. Okay, so she's basically just reposting her stats and stuff like that. All right, cool. Okay, so there are definitely some more Cardi stats that I wanted to report on. So Am I the Drama by Cardi received 7.261 million unfiltered streams on Spotify, but that's on September 25th. So her first week in total, she got 65.3 million streams. All right. And so the album is kind of going down and stuff like that in terms of streaming, but like that's not really anything new and stuff like that. So let me wrap up this video because Cardi is predicted to go number one on the chart again for a second week because Doja Cat is her album is not really doing as well, which we're going to talk about that this week as well. 145.72 million. So if 68 million, right? If 68 million came from like, or 63 million, I forgot what it was. 63 million came from Spotify. That means about like 80 something million came from Apple Music. And you see was flooding Apple Music. 88,000 pure sales. I wasn't really like surprised about this because like y'all know like I just don't expect Cardi to sell that much. Like seriously, people coming out of their pockets for her. Like I don't expect that at all because why? Like I don't. So for her to get that amount, she had to do what she did. Now Nicki Minaj sold 92,000 pure, so yeah, and she had so many variants and stuff like that. But I'm gonna leave this here and wrap this up because this was long enough. So make sure that you guys stay tuned on the channel because there is so much more to come, so much more conversation to come, so much more numbers to break down. By Tuesday, all of the final numbers will be out for Cardi's first week. So I'll make sure to compile them and stuff like that. All right. Patreon, thank you so much for dealing with me and stuff like that. I'm coming. I'm about to record for y'all right now. All right. Meet me. Let's go.
Play with somebody say for.
It's your girl Vina Love, the Harlem Princess, your favorite princess, and this is Destiny Below.
Period.